Yo, yo, yo. What it do, Vaughn Squad? What it do, bro? What it do, bruh? It took me a long time 'cause I was putting creatine in my motherfucking water so I could hydrate my body and my muscles, you know what I'm saying? Become like strong on some Baki shit. What y'all niggas know? Wait. Oh no, y'all can hear me. I was about to say, what y'all young niggas know about Baki, bro? What y'all young niggas know about about Baki and shit? You know that nigga a legend and shit. But anyways, we ain't talking about Baki. We talking about Laser Dim and fucking Shay Osama-san and fucking Slayer. Slayer just popped out, so it's kind of crazy why, you know what I'm saying, like, Laser Dim is just talking about these niggas randomly. I don't even know what happened. I just seen this random ass video and I was like, you know what? Let me hop on it. This shit just happened. So let's just hop into it. Let's just get into it, y'all. You know what I'm saying, young nigga. Ooh, y'all nigga hurt, young nigga. Nigga happy and shit. So let's just do this thing. I'm just trying to be a meme. I'm playing. Let's do this thing. Alright, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Delete all this stuff. Okay, let's just get into okay, y'all niggas all the sauce. He says Rage music is trash. Okay. So the fuck is going on with Rage music? Let me make sure that everything's going on with the stream. Okay, perfect. Everything's going straight. Let me just make sure to turn up the audio on the video as well. I'm tripping. On the video as well, so y'all can hear that too. But I'm gonna also come my mic up. You know what I'm saying? Playing about that. But anyways, let's just get into it, y'all.
Laser Dim in his comments on Rage music, calling it trash.
Whoa.
There's a lot of noise right now surrounding Laser Dim in his comments on Rage music, calling it trash and saying
that Rage little shit be ass as fuck. Y'all little kids brainwashed. Damn, wait. XQC reacts to underground rappers Che, BLA, Slayer, Pretty Fun, and Osama-san. This is just garbage. This genre of music will go nowhere. I mean, honestly, okay, how I feel about Rage music, I'm not crazy fan of Rage music. I really do fuck with Osama-san though heavily. I fuck with Osama-san. I'm starting to try to, you know, get introduced to Slayer. I know, you know, a little bit of Che shit because my boy listen to Che and he's big on Rage music. Like he's heavy on Rage music. You feel me? So it's not bad, but it's just like, son, I ain't trying to hear a nigga yell in my ear like every 24 hours. So like I ain't really trying to get with that. So I get what he mean by, you know what I'm saying, the niggas might be brainwashed, but I feel like that's reaching in my opinion. Like I feel like some Rage music is tough, and I feel like this is what niggas was talking about like when Trippy was popping out. Like Rage music ain't like eggs, fucking eggs, Jews, like, you know what I'm saying, when all that shit was coming out. I'm trying to fuck, what's his name? Fuck. I'm trying to fucking remember his name. My shit is so fried, bro. Fuck, what's his name? Fuck. Sauce God too. It's like, you don't feel me? I feel like that's what niggas was saying when they was popping out. So I just, it's like another, you know what I'm saying? It's another generation of that shit happening. That's what I think is going on right now. But pretty much, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Fans are brainwashed, and at the first glance that just sounds like another artist pushing back on a wave. But when you actually break down the situation from the sound to the culture to who he's been around in the past too, it becomes way more layered than just an opinion, because it's not just about Rage music itself. This really tells how artists move within the scenes they were once aligned with and how quickly that shit can shift. So when Laser has said Rage is brainwashed, he not just critiquing the sound. I also feel like he rejecting the whole sonic ecosystem, because I personally feel like Rage is built on overdriven bass lines, hyper-saturated synth layers, the strong feel of rapid, very explosive drums, and a very intentional sense of sensory overload. It's supposed to feel intense, almost overwhelming, almost
it's like, bro, it's like, okay, it's just like, okay, so you know in the underground it's Rage and then it's just regular underground music, right? It's like the same difference with rock and then like metal, rock, like your metal and heavy metal, like crazy hard metal that's like yeah, like that shit, bro. That shit is fucking annoying. Like, who wants to listen to that shit? But like, you know, some of the music like Deftones, you know, feel me, like soft rock, good hard rock. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, is good. And most niggas like alternative listen to that. So it's like, I get it, but I don't. I get it, but I don't.
What's crazy is that I feel like Laser Dem on sound doesn't even exist outside of that chaos. It's really just a different form. If you heard his music a few times, his sound, you know, it stems from a weird timing, a choppy delivery, a very predictable flow.
Like, how you gonna talk? My thing is, how you gonna talk about one nigga? Like, one nigga shit being insane, but your whole flow is crazy. Not saying that it's not a good type of crazy, but it's like, bruh, your whole flow is kind of insane, Tony. Like, you gotta be honest, bro.
But in how he flows and how he put things together, having his own ad-lib bag with the whole fa, you know, like, that's something that we know Laser for. And I also feel like Laser Dem is trying to categorize the whole scene into one bubble. And one thing that people should understand is that Rage isn't one-dimensional. There's definitely a lot of layers to it. There's times where the melodies feel bright and expensive. There's times
yeah,
where
like Nespin shit too.
Yeah.
Nespin is tough. Well, like, yeah, like, I mean, like, that's been tough. I fuck with his definitely. I know that's an underrated opinion, but I fuck with Nespin.
It's also compressed, very overwhelming at times.
I just haven't listened to
and then you got a different
yet.
side where people dive into this whole grainy, more textural kind of feel of music, and they're more focused on the ambient, atmospheric kind of side, but it still has this overblowing kind of volume going on with the 808s and stuff like that. So when everything gets labeled trash, I feel like some guys dragging it because there's different forms of the subgenre.
Exactly, like Nine, bro. Yeah, I feel like he brung, like, okay, Nine, he's low key like a clone of Thug and fucking Uzi and them. Let's be honest, but and Playboy, but in a way, it's like he's like the new gen's kind of Cardi. Feel me? Like, that's kind of new gen shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, Gen Alpha, when they're coming up, they're listening to a new Cardi. Like, they might not know who Playboy Cardi is, or like they not know too much of Playboy Cardi's music, but they gonna listen to Nine Vicious though. And then when they start listening to Nine Vicious, it's like, oh shit, like, okay, let me start getting locked in with the underground. It's like, oh, who's Playboy Cardi? And then start listening to him, and then they start listening to Lucky, and then start listening. You feel me? It's like, you feel me? I feel like you can't knock a nigga for being different, like different from what you got going on. It's different levels to the shit, bruh.
Which, you know, things are evolving at different points and different ways and stuff like that. And that's where things start to feel off because, you know, Laser Dem wasn't always positioned against this whole space or going against the current wave that's happening with the distortion stuff or rage music itself. He was around it. Not saying that he was locked in with these guys 24/7, but he was definitely in these guys' environment to artists like Che, Osama Sun, Nespin at different points, especially at events, shows, any events out there. He attended those, man. And more importantly, he wasn't just around it, he was also supporting it. That's why people keep replying to this tweet showing him pulling up to performances, playing their music, publicly showing love, even saying this himself that he messed with Osa Mason instead of Osama Sun. He said Osa Mason music heavily. If I'm not tripping, I don't know if I can find a video, but I remember him being right next to Osama Sun's manager, even bumping his head to his music heavily. This was right during that whole time of Osama Sun making a stamp with the whole distortion wave that was going on. It probably wasn't as heavy, it probably wasn't just fully dark toned, but Osama Sun was making that turnt layer, and he developed his own sound going into that lane. And Laser Dem was
like, I feel like
heavily
Nespin. I feel like Osama Sun, and especially Nespin too, they've hit like mainstream a little bit. Like they're the type of niggas that have like edged and hit mainstream due to TikTok, due to crazy marketing, bro. It's crazy good fucking marketing, bro. And the fact that they're growing and blowing up, and even being able to do that so quickly, bro. They're tough, bro. They're tough. Slayer just popped out. Tough. He's bringing a whole different type of, like, not even genre, but like, it's like plug and B, but it's rage too. It's like I fuck with it. Like I generally do. So it's like you gotta kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Into his music. And let me just say this again, it's not like Laser has said distortion. No, he said rage as a whole. So that goes back to rappers that kind of developed this whole lane in particular. I mean, talk about Trippy, talk about the SoundCloud wave, talk about Cardi himself, talk about even Uzi. So more to the story, this isn't coming from a guy that was always on the outside looking in. This is someone who experienced the wave close up, engaged with it, and at one point he endorsed it. And I feel like that's where things stand out with this whole shift, because
You
it's
got
not
you a
about needing to
4K.
be friends with somebody to like their music. That's not the point. The point is the energy changed, and it changed too fucking fast. Especially when that happened publicly. Yo, people are going to question shit like that, because when the outside looking in, it doesn't just look like an opinion. It looks like you might be doing it for attention. That's really the way it comes off. This tweet.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it's a
Laser at all.
PR stunt at the end of the day, because you're caught hanging out with these niggas, bro. You were caught in 4K, dapping these niggas up, cool with these niggas, bopping their music, and then now all of a sudden, when all these niggas starting to pop out, come out and do something, and you're not dropping any music, you decide to just randomly diss these niggas, talking about this whole music is trash, the whole genre of this music is trash, like, or these niggas is garbage or some shit. Like, I feel like it's a PR stunt, like, genuinely PR stunt, bro.
It didn't say anything about him or the current wave that he supposedly suggests that he's
How y'all
not
feel about
involved in. It really just added a whole layer of contradiction to this whole situation. His sound still shares like a DNA from that same scene a bit. You know, not full out, because Laser do have a habit of diving into plugs and stuff like that. The times where I did tap in, I know he taps into different or older elements of music and bring his own form with it by having his own tone and things that he say and the way he say it, his delivery and stuff like that, the way he kind of lay in a pocket. I get it, but I'm sure Lazy Them fans can even say this, bro. If y'all are watching the video, there are times where he do the same kind of shit. I mean, it might not be specifically distortion, but it might be as chaotic as it too, because I've heard times where the beats
That's
sound like
true.
a party. Yeah,
That's
this
true.
exact
That's true. It's like his beats are like chaotic as fuck, bruh. And then he just be coming in with these little like crazy ass flows, bro. You cannot sit there and knock niggas for having different flows, different cadences, and different, like, you feel me, different beats and different sounding presets. When you're literally your whole fucking like career is based off of you doing different shit. Like, I don't get that, chat. Like, I genuinely don't get that, bruh.
circle. He had a different structure. And the only major turn that you
Like,
can't really put these guys in the same box is that the execution is different. And before I start seeing Laser Them fans going a full rant saying that, oh, Laser don't make no distortion or rage studio, not at all. I'm saying that he has different forms in which he tried to lay the same
He
kind
has
of concept.
versatility. He has crazy versatility, and I'm never knocking that. That shit is tough. His versatility is tough. But at the end of the day, bro, that doesn't make, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, that's why I feel like this shit is a dead PR stunt, bro. Nigga just came out of nowhere and said this shit is trash, bro. What?
But not fully. And he's also sampled the guys that also dove into the rage shit too. So it just doesn't make sense. And yes, I know that majority of his music kind of dive into that whole dark plug wave and just plug in general itself. I can understand that. But here's my thing. When Laser Them sometimes yells or brings his own sonic feel when it comes to his structure and delivery, or he hops on a huge destruction.
Nigga be doing music videos at trials. Come on, God.
Farting 808s and compact sounds. Like, what do you really suggest that is? I wouldn't say it's rage, but you're not far from the convo, bro. And should people really take you serious when you kind of talking about another scene?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
when
he's
you
not
kinda
rage.
dive into
Like, it's just mainly the beat selection. That's what I really feel like. It's not even like this nigga's rage or he's doing rage shit, because I don't even feel like when it comes to a discussion of rage music, you can really even put like Laser in that category, because he doesn't make rage music. But when it comes to making like having rage beats and shit and coming off a case off a rage beat, definitely put that nigga in that category, because that nigga's doing that. That nigga's doing that. He's doing it.
same shit, and you not really taking yourself serious at that. It's just not making sense. It don't really correlate. It's like the wrong messenger in a way. Because y'all know I've been making videos about Laser for a long time now, since late 2023 or early 2024 itself. I've been talking about him and his sound and stuff like that, dissecting his sound at that. But there are comments of people saying, yo, they don't even know what the fuck Laser is doing. They don't even get it.
Damn.
It's overstimulating. It's loud. It's chaotic. It's a rapid flow. There are songs that Laser would say himself, yo, this shit sounds reckless. There is no cohesive flow. Don't get it twisted. There are some songs that have that smooth bounce on that dark plug shit where he do get in the pocket. He will give you that signature sound. He will show you a little bit of bar work and also some goofiness here and there. Definitely. I think that's why I enjoy some of Laser music here and there. But as a whole, we're not finna act like this dude is just far from the combo of just making destruction and bringing these absurd ass sounds together, flipping in his own way with producers like Godson, right?
That's
like,
true,
that's the thing.
bruh.
I
That's
even
so
see niggas put
fucking
him in the same
true, bruh. Bro, y'all cannot say, bruh. He can't say that shit, bruh. Like, you cannot say, bruh, you do not come on these beats and be flipping the fuck out them hoes, cuz. And then other niggas is doing it on some shit. And then you talking about some niggas is crazy on some shit. You wild, cuz.
Was too slimy. And I know that sounds crazy. I know people are finna be like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I'm dead ass. I remember making videos after I made my documentary and everything about this guy and all types of shit. Dude, the comments were crazy. I mean, people kind of thought the same thing about you at one point. They will put you in the same bubble with these guys that dive into heavy distortion or rage, as you put it. Lazy the music naturally just feels more loose because he doesn't dive into that specifically. It's more scattered around, whole bunch of shit happening, compact, almost like it's forming in real time. And that's why I feel like the reaction is so divided. In his own words, he replied to bro saying that, I didn't hop.
It's like every beat, on every beat, this nigga freestyling, but it's like it's not bad because if that shit's coming straight off the dome, like, nigga, that means you have a good fucking talent. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't even gotta write shit down. You can just say that shit off the dome. Only a few niggas in the underground, a few niggas ever in really music history can really do that shit. So honestly, that's pretty tough.
The beats. So I feel like a lot of people do agree with Laser to a certain extent, saying like, oh, maybe it's repetitive, and that's fair. Anyway, that's
fair. That's fair because it is fucking repetitive. I can't lie.
It gets somewhat oversaturated in a way, but there are tons of different people that are looking at this whole thing like, yo, you were just around this, you were supporting it, and now it's trash. Now it's ass, huh? All because you heard artists or whatever.
I feel like it's also like more so like of an era thing. Like, okay. Like, maybe it's like, okay, this shit was cool for like a second. That shit was cool for the little trend. But now it's like, we need to be making some different type of music. Which is cool, but I don't even feel like... I feel like, yes, the rage genre and the rage music is getting repetitive. Yes, it is kind of getting repetitive. But at the end of the day, bruh, I feel like the track of, like, it's still running isn't... Like, it's not that bad. Like, I feel like it can still keep going, bro. I feel like... genuinely for a couple, a few months, probably like towards the end of 2026, that's when we should start like looking and trying to doing more different type of music. But for right now, I feel like rage music is not that bad. I mean, these new rage artists popping now are making some good shit, and it's not bad music. I mean, Nine, Slayer, Che, popping out and making crazy ass music right now, popping out albums left and right, bro, popping out EP singles, bro, like. Come on, dog. Bro, Too Finally just straight on my face while I'm talking, bro. This is crazy, bro.
That you really didn't enjoy, like a Too Slimy maybe, for example. Or maybe a Blood. You heard his compact sounds and stuff like that. You heard this loudness. And you categorized the whole damn scene just because of those few people. And you said something, but you weren't clear about it. So now people are jumping the gun like, oh, he doesn't fuck with this guy. Or maybe he don't like that guy. You didn't give your full opinion for real. You left people on a cliffhanger to think whatever the fuck they want. Oh, I don't fuck with this kind of rage or anything like that. No, you said rage in general. You just
so you're saying like the whole collective.
Seems like maybe he just don't fuck with it at all. But the tweet definitely should have been more clearer. And I don't think he's backtracking on this because he hasn't said anything about it. He is leaving this shit up in the air. There are people that are making good rage music still. And even with the older scene. I mean, Fago still has a habit of diving into rage still. Ken is still doing it. Yeet does it here and there, but not full out. Ass? Is that the term for it? That's that. If he was talking about just one particular guy, like a Too Slimy or something, I don't think a lot of people would disagree. I think a lot of people would somewhat agree with him, of course. But trying to put everybody in one bubble and classify rage as a whole instead of ass or something like that just doesn't make sense. It's kind of and I think that's where the tension kind of stemmed from. It's also the wrong.
I know that's not too common, but
fans always say things like this. Man, rage is ass, bro. It ain't going nowhere, bro. It's not evolving. Nobody bringing nothing new to the table. And usually most of those guys don't really dissect the scene and actually deep dive with anything from the branch offs dealing with Cardi or anything like that.
I feel like this is an unpopular opinion too. Niggas in New York, bro, I feel like especially fuck with rage music more now because drill music is kind of getting a little bit like down low. It's not I feel like the numbers for drill music now are just like kind of low as fuck. Mabu ain't doing no more music. Didi not really, you feel me, he's not really popping out any singles or anything like that. D-Dot, I haven't heard no shit from him lately, but he might be doing some shit. Is it nah? I'm not gonna say E-Dot's alive, but I feel like that's besides the point. Them niggas right there and who's doing drill music, them niggas are either locked up, dead, or them niggas is not making music like that no more. They're just doing some other shit. You feel me? So I feel like the rage music that's popping out now is kind of like it's a rising up in New York because like, oh shit, we don't got no more drill, but we got this rage music and this rage music shit is tough. You feel me? So I feel like rage music is still gonna keep going on, even though it's repetitive as fuck and not the whole majority of the underground fuck with it. I mean, like I would say a good little like 55% fuck with it, but I'm saying like majority of the underground really don't fuck with it like that, right? Let's say that. At the end of the day, niggas is gonna still fuck with it, bro. And these new niggas that's popping out still gonna make some new good shit that is eventually gonna hit mainstream or hit upper underground where it's like they probably gonna get good label deals and then start fucking with some good people. Bro, my boy Ian, bro, your birthday coming up, so how you feeling? But bro, not tapped in with drill. I'm not saying I ain't tapped in with drill, but it's just, I mean, I ain't tapped in with drill like that, but I don't know, bro. I feel like drill music is low key declining, and rage music is low key taking it. But that's an unpopular opinion. That's a hot take.
But with Laser also calling the fans brainwashed takes it a little bit further. And I think that's why a lot of guys didn't really like what he said at all. Because now you kind of took it away from the music. You also talk about the people listening. Because fans connect to the sound for a reason. So dismissing that entirely when you've seen that for yourself could create a pushback. It's weird. And I definitely made a video about this not because, Laser Them spoke on the whole scene as a whole, but rage itself. I feel like this is a convo that can go on for hours on top of hours. And I didn't explain myself so many different times, kind of sticking up for rage because I do enjoy it. I just don't enjoy different forms of it sometimes because I feel like it gets overcrowded. And I love distortion itself. I do. I enjoy it from some artists, but I think there are a lot of artists that are trying to dive into this whole thing that don't really bring.
Yo, Twin, you still trying to pop out to that party on your birthday or nah? Cause if not, if you going to Rolling Loud with Mello, then that night there's another event that's happening that's for free that I'm performing at too, and then you trying to low-key pull up, let me know. I'll send you like the stuff so you can sign up so that you can pull up.
New substance or new elements.
It's free.
So sometimes I feel like it gets overcrowded and blended in with everything else, and that's why people have such a huge habit of just taking one person and classifying the whole scene throughout that one person. But I don't do that. I found my lane of music that I actually enjoy. And you damn right, yes, I do respect a lot of artists that are bringing a new form of it. I like the lighter and brighter sound right now. I enjoy some blood tracks here and there. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to that whole wave of Pretty Fun, Slayer, Ego Break, and Lucy. I think they're very talented. These guys are producers themselves, and they're bringing their own form of rage to the table. Lighter distortion itself. I know Recipe 2 like to say that he doesn't dive into rage specifically or anything like that, or doesn't have that same bounce as a rage track. But
okay,
I
got you.
It is somewhat rage.
That makes sense. That makes sense though.
And I really love his music too. Even if you look at this bridge, right, of rage, of course you can't put Skate Star, Peasy, the old way guys, Teases and Diamond, on the same exact branch as an Osama Sun and guys like that when it comes to that loud, intense distortion wave with Che too. But I have heard they beats pick up a little more differently. Maybe they have a little more groovy feel to it, more of an atmospheric vibe, ambient kind of feel, but still bouncing like a rage track, but it's definitely not in the same exact bubble. Just like with Lone music and stuff like that, even though he not underground. I know y'all heard by the pound, fake niggas.
Bro, speaking of Lone, bro, that nigga becoming a shapeshifter too, bro. That nigga alone becoming a shapeshifter too, bro. Did you see that motherfucking picture at that fucking show that he just did, bro? Yo, my nigga, that nigga looking crazy, bro. He looking beautiful. He looking like that nigga looking like handsome Squidward, twine.
Different tempos to it. So to be honest with you, I know I kind of spoke a lot about this whole thing, but I somewhat agree in terms of, yeah, the shit does get blended a lot with rage itself. A lot of people are diving into it. You're not going to like everything, of course. Yeah. I see the hype a lot, but I don't see the hype sometimes when guys that are just now hitting AK monthly on Spotify or some shit like that dives into distortion and doesn't bring anything valuable to the table when it comes to his voice or the way he kind of presents himself and shit like that. I really don't find a goal in that. Yeah, but some of that shit can be bad, but trying to put everybody on the same surface just doesn't make sense. And that's what I don't agree about what Laser said. And I also feel like it's just a weird timing. Like, you was just fucking with it at one point, right? It might have been a different form of rage, but it all still is rage. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's very ironic. Yeah, Laser kind of dished away from the whole convo. It started with SQC just saying he doesn't think this will go anywhere. People might enjoy it, but he don't think it's going to hit a different bracket. But Laser added his 2
I mean,
cents
okay,
out of
that's
nowhere
fair.
randomly.
I mean, but then again, it's like, I feel like use a win, bro. Use a win, bro. Use the win, Ian. Use the win, brother. But nah, twin. I feel like, in a way, bro. Wait, hold on. Let me go back to what he was saying.
But he don't think it's going to hit a different bracket. But Laser...
Okay, about hitting a different bracket. Okay. I feel like... I feel like... Nah. I feel like he can hit another bracket. And the reason why I say that is I feel like each generation is going to have its own rage music. So at the end of the day, in each generation, for underground, bro, each nigga is going to be doing some type of rage music. Some artist is going to go off and do a different type of versatility song, and then, you know what I'm saying, and end up doing something that's rage. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be a genre. It's always going to be something that's there. I feel like it's not going to be something that's just like, oh, it's a trend, and then we're going to forget about rage music. I feel like, nah, bro. They did that shit back when it was Trippy, Uzi, Playboy, Cardi, X, Juice, Sauce God, you feel me? Even Lil Peep, like so many other people that was out there doing rage music back then in 2016, 2017, all like 2021. It's like, it's always gonna be a genre of that shit, bro. Regardless, bro, it's always gonna be a genre of that shit, bro. I don't think that it's just gonna stop here, bro. It's just gonna stop at 2026 and that's it. Nah, bro. It's gonna move forward, bro.
Added his 2 cents out of nowhere randomly when at one point
Genuinely.
you really did enjoy it. Yes, over time people could change up, and that's probably what happened, but this tweet also had nothing to do with Laser at all. And calling it ass when...
And like I said, if it was off of repetition, bro, I genuinely... Uzi is definitely the GOAT. If it was off repetition, bro, I would genuinely understand that, bruh. Because it is getting fucking repetitive, bruh. I'm tired of niggas yelling and screaming in my fucking ear, bro. Genuinely, that's a great fucking take. I genuinely understand that. But it's just like, sometimes that shit is groovy, though, nigga. Like, sometimes there's a time and place for that. So it's like, I get it, but I don't, bro. I get it, but I don't. And it coming from you of all people is like kind of insane, though. It's kind of insane. That's why I feel like this is a mad PR stunt, big PR stunt. He trying to get some cheddar off of it. They probably gonna be doing some disses. I wouldn't be surprised if this was gonna turn into a whole diss wars on Playboy Matt stream in the next 2 weeks or so. If I see it, bro, I will be definitely reacting to it. But I'm pretty sure this shit's gonna happen, bro. Because, bro, like, come on, dog.
People think your music is unbearable to even listen to, thinking that your music is noise pollution, doesn't have a real rhythm or a flat line to kind of dissect. And that's why people are saying right message, wrong messenger. Because it's been a known thing that people are saying, you know, rage is dying, or it's not going to last, or they really don't like it with the new scene. But he didn't break down his point. He used rage as a whole with no context, just saying that the shit is ass and that little kids that support it.
I feel like that boy is a...
But I'm so confused.
Dick writer. He is dick writing. He is dick writing.
On what he meant by like rage as a whole is ass though. Looking at what he did in the past and what he does now, his sound and what he's influenced by. I mean, we're talking about a guy that didn't want to get in the studio originally, like at all, or have.
And that's kind of insane, Laserdom. It's kind of insane, Laserdom. This boy's calling you up, man.
Still does it to this day. If I'm
calling you up, broke boy.
not mistaken. So I just feel like it's coming from the wrong place. There's no middle ground. And also him switching his opinion, which is okay, but very random. So I really don't know what his motive was behind this whole tweet. It's a little confusing, but we kind of just got to go based off of what he said about him hopping on regular beats and stuff like that. I don't know what he's trying to get at, man. But let me know how y'all feel about this whole thing. I'm sure y'all probably agree with Laser too. And I'm sure a lot of people disagree too. But yeah, I'm done chatting. Make sure y'all follow my IG and my Twitch right now. I love y'all so much. Y'all stay blessed.
It's okay, nigga. Honestly, bro. Whoa. Honestly, bro. Honestly, chat. All I gotta say about this shit, bro, is that genuinely, bro, I get it from the standpoint, but like he said, wrong messenger, right message. It's understandable that rage music is dead, low key, getting fucking annoying. It's getting fucking repetitive a little bit. Like I said, generally tired of niggas screaming and yelling in my ear. But on the same end, I don't feel like rage music is definitely gonna just hold and stop at 2026. That's definitely not gonna fucking happen, bro. There's gonna be new artists that's gonna pop out and make rage music. These new artists are already popping out, is making good rage music at that. So it's like it's just coming to a higher and higher peak right now, and it's just only waiting to that slow downfall starts to happen, and then we rise back up again, twin. So it's like I honestly don't get what he talking about. And then on top of that, with Laser even saying this shit genuinely, on top of that in the first place, bro, doesn't make any sense. Because like, bro, you make shit like this, you have crazy and hardcore wild ass beats with crazy ass flows, and you be flipping and going crazy with that whole. But at the end of the day, bro, it generally doesn't make no sense, man. It makes no sense at all, bruh. It makes no sense at all, man. I'm not gonna lie. But that's how I feel about that. How I feel about rage music, in the future and now in general, bro. Honestly, I fuck with rage music. I fuck with it. I generally, it's like I listen to it here or there, but at the end of the day, it's like I'm still gonna fuck with this shit because that shit get me hype, bro. If I'm going to the gym, I'm listening to rage music. If I'm cleaning the fucking dishes, what am I listening to? Rage music. If I'm going, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going to work and I'm fucking mad as hell, I'm going to listen to rage music. So it's like you kind of gotta think about it like that, chat. But that's just gonna be the end of that, y'all, bro. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope y'all enjoyed the commentary on that. I'm trying to get better at commentary because YouTube keeps fucking flagging my shit. YouTube, please stop flagging my shit. You know, feel me? And also, like I said, I'm doing an event this Saturday, and you feel me? I'm gonna be performing at 2 events, and yeah, you're just gonna see how that shit is. We're gonna be recording and shit. So let me see y'all later, chat. Y'all do y'all thing. Shit. My back. Y'all have a great day. I hope, you know what I'm saying, whatever I gotta endeavor, whatever I gotta do today, it's not, you know what I'm saying, crazy. I hope that y'all stay blessed, you know what I'm saying. And I hope y'all like the, you know what I'm saying, the content and shit. Let me know what y'all want me to react to next. I'm gonna see y'all later. Vaughn Too Fine out.